think it's just this whole push of GA as this team working together with the ACs, with the teacher, everybody in that community together. From a teacher standpoint, I think, every time we can hit that personal touch with a student and, first welcome them into the class once they get enrolled and welcome them in a variety of different ways through email, chat, and then as they go through the course, answering any questions that they have, checking in with them, sending those little monthly reminders, you're getting to the end of the course, make sure you get it done. I think all of those help that student feel like they are part of a team and that they're supported and that they are important, and their goal to be successful in school is our goal too.
And we started requiring students to finish within a month, that they had to complete 2 courses within a 30-day period. And that's really motivated our students to finish. And some of those students who didn't think we were serious ended up having to handle that when they had to redo the class. And since we've made that shift and our students who are now coming on are only familiar with that shift, I feel like that's been a huge part of our completion rates and really helping our students focus in on their goals. But I think what's really working on top of that and really pushing from where, we started there, but now we're really pushing our rates with completion is because students are super motivated to not take that final. I think our new final policy has really encouraged students to not just finish, but finish well, which is awesome as a teacher for me, because one of the things I think online when we see students just cruising through their work, we worry, how much are they really learning if that's the case? Now we know they're learning because they're pushing themselves to hit that 80%.
The biggest impact has been creating and editing the courses. That has been the biggest impact. And in fact, just going through the courses and seeing if there's any errors through the lessons and stuff is something that I enjoy doing because I know that it makes such a good impact.
When I started sending out hey, you're almost done with class, is there anything I can do to help you? That seemed to make a big difference. I'm getting more students reaching out and saying like, oh, my baby died, or, things happened and I just didn't get through. And just to have that, I think, and a lot of them, I don't know if they end up going back and finishing it, but I think it has made a difference in terms of humanity to have someone reach out and say, hey, you're almost done with your class. Can I help you? And we've had some interesting conversations that way.
The weekly emails have been working. At first, I was like, I didn't really see much, like kind of sending the emails to the students that were new. But students do respond to those, and they kind of get to like, we're not just like, like it's not like it's an automatic response that's sending them things. It's an actual live teacher. So I think that has been really helpful. It sounds like they have more wraparound services too that have been built in to kind of support them. I have also increased like my chat messages a lot, and communication. Also got what is it called, Google Voice, and also having the Calendly where students can sign up for appointments. I even thought having the live sessions were helpful, but I think we might have done too many of them. So I think that kind of is probably why they kind of start tapering off. But I even thought that was a little helpful too. So I think just making the students know that we're actually there for them. We're not just a computer. I think that definitely helped them.
In my classes, what I've noticed the big difference is the welcome messages. I didn't notice as much of an impact until I started getting those beginner students in the digital literacy classes. And those are kind of the newbies. And I get tremendous feedback from them on the welcome messages. Sometimes it's just a simple, thanks, I'll reach out if I have questions. Sometimes they do reach out with a question. I think that welcome email kind of puts it to them if you've reached out and made contact first, but it's easy then for them to reply back rather than them starting a message with you. I think it just kind of starts that dialogue. So I get a lot more feedback, even on just my feedback that I send to a student. I'll get a message back, an email back from them replying, like saying like, hey, thanks. I really love the positive feedback. So they really do appreciate the words that you're putting in there. And that I'm hoping that with the welcome message, if we can kind of start them out on that they're used to that contact and communication between teachers, that it makes them less afraid to reach out, if they do have a question or a concern about something.